Carmine pulled her car into her garage and turned to the battered man sitting in her passenger seat.
Can you walk? I don't have a wheelchair, and I'm too tired to try and come up with a spell to float you in.
Cody lifted his head from where his chin had been resting on his chest. His body was drained. The glucose solution fed into his veins had provided some energy for his system to metabolize and use, but it wasn't enough. The rush of vitality Carmela's magic had given his body had long since faded.
I will try.
Carmine frowned.
Okay, let me come around. Just because I can't toss any magic around doesn't mean I can't offer a shoulder to lean on.
Cody watched her climb up out of her car and walk around to the passenger side. She opened the door and nibbled her lip while she looked down at him. Cody unfastened his seatbelt and slowly lifted his right leg out. Then he did the same with the left. He used his arms to pivot, taking care with the makeshift casts Heels had placed on his broken bones so he didn't upset them. All that remained was for him to lean forward, engage his abdominal, spinal, and lower body muscles, and lift himself out of the low-sitting seat of the car.
Yeah, sorry. My sister's a bad influence. She talked me into this car because it's fast and sexy and strong, which also means it's really low to the ground. Here, let me just see if I can help.
Carmine grabbed one hand and had to lean over to get her hand above the cast on Cody's other arm. She pulled and lifted, and he responded right away and rose up in the seat. She pulled him back, knowing how easy it would be to bump his head on the edge of the car's roof, and almost ended up with him falling on top of her. Cody was panting and trembling in her arms as she held him up and caught her balance.
I am sorry. My body is fatigued.
I bet it is. Let's get you inside and I'll see if I've got anything quick to eat. Then you can crash.
Crash? Oh, rest.
Yeah, rest.
Thank you.
He shifted a little, seeking to position himself better against her. Carmine helped him move and ducked under his bruised but not broken right arm and began to slowly guide him around her Camaro and then up the single step that led to the doorway into her house. She let the scanner check her retina to confirm identity and then typed in her 7-digit passcode with one hand. The door opened up into her entryway with a bench and closed closets that held coats and shelf after shelf lined with shoes. Cody didn't need to know about that obsession, so she helped him shuffle into the house and then down the hallway into her open dining room and kitchen. Her entertainment room was on the other side of the dining room through an open archway. Patio doors led to a covered deck with an in-ground pool. She ignored all of those and helped Cody down the only remaining option, a hallway that took them past an open doorway on the right to the second one. She guided Cody to a bed in the room and helped control his fall on top of it.
I am tired.
I bet. Me too.
I think something is wrong with me.
Cody tried to explain, but his body was beginning to fail.
Need to reset.
Sleep, Cody. I'll be here in the morning. Well, not here in this room, but here in the house. Don't try to leave, there are alarms. Just rest. You're safe here.
He looked at her for a few seconds and then his eyes closed. His body relaxed into the bed and she knew that he'd fallen asleep. She watched him for a moment, shocked at how he'd slipped away, and then she shook her head and stood up. Cody didn't budge on the bed. Carmine stifled a yawn and went over to the closet. She pulled out an extra blanket and laid it over him. A final look confirmed he was really there, and she really was crazy to let a complete stranger into her house. She swiped the pad on the wall on her way out to signal the pocket door to close behind her and shut the light off. For good measure, she went into her office and brought up her control system and locked the door. Carmine yawned again and realized she'd better get out of her office chair or she was going to fall asleep in it. She climbed to her feet and made her way to the kitchen first.
Stupido. I was supposed to make him something to eat.
She remembered when she stopped in front of her fridge. She shook her head and reached in to pull out some orange juice. The sugar in it would give her a little bit of energy back, even if she crashed after. She grabbed some hunter sticks from a bin and chewed on the mixed meat rods between swallows of juice. 2 sticks down and her stomach stopped gnawing at her, but it wasn't helping her feel less sluggish. She wandered into the entertainment room and dug her phone out of her pocket before crashing on her favorite overstuffed recliner. Amy answered the call even before the first ring ended.
Hola, chica.
Hey.
Oh shit, what's wrong?
nothing. Maybe.
You sound like you've been out all night and just got in. What's up? You need me to beat someone up for you?
Carmine smiled.
You're too much.
Now that's why you love me.
One reason.
So what gives? You want to talk? Need to do it face to face?
Carmine jerked up. She hadn't thought of that. If Amy came over and saw Cody, she'd freak out.
No, I just thought it'd be nice to talk, that's all.
Amy hesitated just long enough for Carmine to know she hadn't fooled her.
I'm calling bullshit, sis. Talk to me.
Where's Jane?
Off with Darwin filming another one of her stupid episodes.
They're not stupid.
They are if she gets hurt.
Uh-huh. I thought so. You're upset you can't go with her.
Shut your hole.
That's not a no.
We're not doing this. This isn't about my insecurities. This is about you. What's going on?
Carmine sighed.
Heard that.
Fuck.
Heard that too. I'm part elf, remember? I can hear all sorts of stuff.
You're so full of shit.
And yet you called me because you've got a problem, but you won't tell me about it.
Fine, I'll tell you.
Carmine said, and then still hesitated before admitting.
I brought a guy home.
Her best friend's response was a laugh, a long and hearty laugh. When she got control of herself and Carmine was red-faced and fuming.
Hell yeah. You go, girl. How was he? Or, oh, spirits, please tell me you're not hiding in a bathroom and you need me to tell you what to do?
No, you know that.
Amy cackled some more.
It's been so long I was worried maybe you forgot how.
Carmine sighed. Amy giggled.
It's not like that. This isn't about sex. He was hurt.
You broke his dick? Told you to practice.
Stop it.
Amy laughed some more before she relented.
I'm sorry, sis. Sort of. No, I am. You sound upset and I shouldn't be teasing you.
What's really going on? Carmine tried to get her thoughts in order, but her brain was too tired.
Helsinger. You remember him?
Duh, he put in most of my mods.
He runs a street clinic now. Moves around when the cops find out. He helps out people that can't get help elsewhere. Or, if he's got time, sometimes he'll do custom work too.
Man, he really crashed hard, didn't he?
Yeah, well, at least he survived. A lot of people don't come out the other side of catching the polyvirus.
And almost none handle like you. You're basically a goddess, you know?
Carmine rolled her eyes.
Anyhow, he called me up because he needed help.
Doc Helsinger needed help.
Yeah, this guy was messed up. Fucked up bad, chica. Like, I could see his brain.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I helped him. Healed him even.
What? With your magic? I didn't know you'd gotten that good. Not at healing.
Me either. Left me wrung out like a wet rag left on a rock in the sun, though.
I'm not even sure what that means.
I'm stiff, I'm exhausted, and I want to sleep for a week. I couldn't use magic if my life depended on it.
I've been there. Not because of magic, obviously, but just being wrung out. Wait a fucking minute. You brought this guy home with you, with his brain hanging out?
His brain's not hanging out. Anymore.
Carmine.
He doesn't know my name or anything. Just thinks I'm Carmela.
Girl, he's at your fucking house.
He's asleep. And I locked him in the spare bedroom.
Tie him up too.
What? No,
I didn't mean it like it was kinky.
I didn't either.
Although,
Stop.
Amy sighed.
fine, okay, I'm coming over.
No, you can't. I promised him he'd be safe here.
He's not safe if I'm there.
Well, you're
What? I'm what?
protective. Overprotective, even.
Did he do or say something to you?
No, but
No buts. I'm coming over.
Amy, wait. Just listen, okay?
I'm listening.
You're getting ready, aren't you?
Amy took long enough to respond that she didn't need to.
Yeah. Well, my tits aren't going to tan themselves.
Carmine squeezed her eyes shut to try and block out the image of Amy sunbathing nude in her backyard. She'd seen it enough times in the flesh that it was impossible to stop.
Of course you were. Anyhow, so this guy, there's something not right with him.
Yeah, I'll be there in record time now.
I don't mean it that way. I mean, Hell, I don't know. When I first saw him, he couldn't even talk. The part of his brain that let him talk wasn't working right.
You fixed that?
I think so.
You think?
He can talk now, so yeah, I did.
Damn, sis, you're badass.
Carmine grinned.
Thank you. He said his name was Kate, too, at first. There's nothing that looks like a Kate about him, now or in the past.
You sure?
Totally. Anyhow, he says his name is Cody now.
It's Cody now, or now he's telling you it's Cody.
The second one. I think.
Fuck's sake, Carm.
He's got this computer chip in his head. High-tech eyes and ears, too. Nothing else, really. But the stuff he's got isn't like anything else I've seen in people. Not even Valerie.
Avalon. Val's gone, remember?
Carmine winced. She was tired if she forgot that.
Yeah, Avalon, sorry.
You saying you think this is related to what happened to her?
No, not that. I meant it's something I've never seen. I don't have any reason to think it's like Avalon, though.
Okay, so
Just get over here.
Amy let a single chuckle slip.
now you want me there?
I called you, didn't I? You're my soul sister, of course I want you here. I'm trying to do the right thing, but what if I'm just feeling sorry for someone because I caught a lucky break when Mom found me and made me a part of her family?
Spirits, you're guilt-tripping yourself?
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm so tired, sis. I need you.
I'll be there in 10. Then you're sleeping, and I'm gonna keep you safe.
Carmine felt a tear slide down her cheek.
Amy,
Yeah?
I love you.
Love you too, sis.
Drive safe.
Carmine said before she ended the call. She let the phone drop on her shoulder and she relaxed into her chair. Amy would be here soon. Amy would make sure she was okay. She knew all about Carmine's alarms. She knew the codes too. Even she changed them. Amy was the first one she told. Then her moms and her sisters, her other sisters. But Amy was always first. Was it 10 minutes yet? Or had she said 20? Did it matter? She'd be here soon. Then Carmine could let go. She could go to sleep because she was tired. So tired. So tired. Maybe she'd just take a little nap until Amy got then. Then she could go to the bedroom. Then she'd sleep the right way in her own bed. A little nap sounded nice. Something to get her brain working again and stop her eyes from stinging. Then she could figure things out with her magic and with Cody and Carmine's eyes fluttered closed as her mind finally gave in to exhaustion.